Hi there, I'm Stacy, the encaustic mixed media artist behind Studio Stacy. I work and create out of our home here in Northeast Ohio in a large, messy, light-filled studio. Encaustic literally means to burn in, so I paint with a torch and hot beeswax mixed with a tree sap, and well, pretty much anything else I can get my hands on. When I'm not in the studio, I'm out exploring nature with my husband, Matt. Thanks so very much for being here. Consider subscribing and join this artsy community. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up button, which helps me get introduced to more like-minded people like yourself. This is going to be a little bit of a different kind of video, not a vlog or a how-to video. As artists, we often work alone and all by ourselves in our studio. And while most of the time I think we are perfectly fine with this, I know there are times when it can be a little bit isolating and lonely. I want this place to be about community, a place where we can share experiences, have some conversations, and of course have some laughs. So I thought perhaps we could try out a new video series. A series that is still art related, but more about maybe some deep conversations about art and perhaps some very random thoughts. So pick up a pen, a paintbrush, or maybe a torch and create some art alongside of me. Listen to me ramble on about whatever it is I am thinking about and jump down in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking about, what you're working on, what is affecting you right now. Most importantly, let's have some fun, create together, and build this wonderful artsy community. Lately, I have been thinking a lot about a controversial topic, which is social media, and how art fits into all of that. So are you creating art for content, or are you creating art to make art, or perhaps both? Social media, pretty perfect images, and the pressure to perform can be crushing to the creative process. Don't get me wrong, I love an image of a finished painting and a 60-second process video as much as the next person. However, we all know this is not the reality of making art, and yet we tend to judge ourselves by this unrealistic point of view. You put pressure on yourself to create more content, to paint more finished paintings, and to put aside the actual reason you are making art at all. A perfect example of this are mornings are my best creative time. I know this, and yet I've started doing computer work in the mornings because the lighting is better in the afternoon for creating art. Not that the lighting is better for creating art, actually, but it's better for making videos and snapping pretty in-process photos. So I'm putting aside my feelings and instead of creating for the perfect, pretty image. How many times have I apologized for bad lighting because it's cloudy out? A lot, and yet I know I really have no control over the weather. Tell me I'm not alone in this. You're creating free content, free inspiring pictures, and yet you need to feel the need to apologize if something is not perfect, or at the very least, completely explain yourself. So going forward, I'm going to try really hard to not apologize, even if I really am sorry that the lighting is not so great. I need to create when it's best for me, and I want to paint really good art. So we need to focus on, I think, that painting really good art. And maybe we mess up now and then. Maybe they're not perfect images, but we're still creating for perhaps the joy of creating. The struggle is wanting to create good art and also wanting to create good content. I think you can do both. But at times, I think you need to choose what is the number one thing that you want to do. There's going to be times when art does not come easy, when a painting does not work out, and when you just need a break. So then what? Do you keep up the content and post that not so great piece of art? Do you push yourself to keep going? Personally, I like seeing the not so great pieces of art. All good art has about 1 million hours of sketches and not so great art behind it. It's part of the process and the learning. It also takes people on an adventure with you. We're not perfect. We are human beings. We're not machines. As far as pushing yourself goes, I think only you can figure this out. What I will say is to figure out how you work, know what your breaking point is, listen to your body, and protect your creative energy. Creative energy is sacred. Some weeks, months, days, you will be in the painting zone. Soak it up and paint as much as you possibly can. Sometimes you will go into your creative space and have no mojo. Be gentle with yourself. For me, I don't like to have a schedule or deadlines. Some days I work very long hours, and some months I don't take any days off whatsoever. Then there are times when I will feel my creative energy draining away, and I know it's time to take it easy. I am blessed that I have the flexibility for this. I realize you may not. Just know that your creative energy is something to protect and cherish. Be kind to yourself. I hope all of this is making some sense. For me personally, my art is always going to come before content creation. After all, I am an artist. I call myself an artist, not a content creator. However, having said that, I also really think my art deserves to be showcased in great lighting. So I am always going to try to take great pictures and produce really good video. I think it's important. Both is important. Creating good art and creating good content. So I'm going to end on that note, let you sit back, enjoy some music, and watch the rest of the few minutes that is left on this video. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and hopefully you're enjoying this new kind of idea of these random discussions and topics. I have a few more ideas brewing around in my head for future conversations, but if you have any that you would like to discuss, let me know down below and I will consider doing a video on those. Also, if you have any comments or want to continue the discussion about making art for content or making art to make art, let me know that down below too. Let me know how you're feeling about social media and all of this content making stuff. Of course, if you did like the video and wouldn't mind giving it a great big thumbs up, that really does help me out. We will talk to you soon. And again, thanks so very much for watching. Bye for now.